Hey everybody, it's Mucha Marapa from Matrix Global Media as part of Facebook Timeline Marketing. And in this video, I am going to go through 11 bona fide reasons why you must have a business fan page over and above a personal page. Now, let me make something very clear here. I am not saying do not have a personal page. In fact, research and statistics show that if you have a personal page, that can very nicely complement your business page. What I am saying, however, is that you must not conduct day-to-day marketing and commercial sort of business style lead generation and other things like that on your personal page. And in this video, I'm going to go over 11 reasons why that is the case. Okay, so the first reason is simply stated, you're violating Facebook's terms and conditions by doing that. When we take a look here, you'll see if you went to facebook.com/legal/terms, you can see the very last thing that says you will not use your personal timeline primarily for your own commercial gain and will use a Facebook page for such purposes. So it's written here in black and white by the people who actually own the platform in which you're currently promoting your business via your personal profile. The next one says you will not create more than one personal account. And just to explain this here, let's say we've got somebody called Joe Baker, okay? And Joe Baker owns a restaurant, okay? So what Joe Baker's done, he's definitely got a Joe Baker personal profile, but because he has also created his business on a personal one, he has got more than one personal account, and that is violating Facebook's rules, their terms and conditions. The next here, and you see when you put up your cover photo for the first time on a personal profile, you can see here it says this space is not meant for banner ads or other promotions. Please don't use content that is commercial, promotional. Okay, so again, if you're putting your business, the name of your business on that personal page, you are violating Facebook's terms and conditions. And if they come across it, they could indeed shut that page down. Number two, mix business and pleasure, but on your own terms. Okay, so we look here, and this is actually a client of mine. We've gone down the route of actually creating a fan page, but originally this is what it was like. And as you can see, the reason why we say mix business and pleasure on your own terms is that it's a bit of a mishmash here. Number one is it's got a photo of the actual shop itself, and it says Moon Cycles Ipswich, but underneath you see friends. And then when you go a bit further down, you see the owner of Moon Cycles, Mike Summer, great guy, super guy, talking about various things that are available. But over here, you've got photos of friends, and again, it's just mixing it in a way that isn't professional for your business. Point number three, you can have over 5,000 fans. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this. This is a business over here in Ipswich, Sinbar Ipswich, okay? And when you look down at the bottom of the page here, you have friends, okay, on a personal page, whereas on a fan page, you have fans. Now, on a personal page, you can only have up to 5,000. So as you can see here, they're getting very, very close to the limit. And in fact, when we move over to the next slide, you can see it here. They actually made a mention. They said, we have a new Facebook profile because we hit 5,000 friends. We will be using both. Here they say it again. We hit 5,000 friends on our old profile, so we had to start a new one, but we will be using both. So in effect, they went ahead and they formed another personal page because they hit their limit. Now, if you stick with me, and it will be all part of the free training that I offer. You can look at it on the YouTube channel, you can look at it on LinkedIn, you can see the Facebook Timeline Marketing fan page. I will show you how you can get thousands and thousands of fans. But if you're doing it on your personal page, you're going to experience what this company is here, where they ended up actually forming two pages because they had no more space. And here you go, they say it again. So they had two pages, Sinbar Ipswich and Sin Ipswich New. I mean, it can be hard work in itself just maintaining one page, let alone two pages, okay? The next is you have the ability to assign admins, all right? And let me explain this. This is my Matrix Global Media back end, if you like, of my admins. You can see me here. You can see my teacher, my WordPress teacher and local business marketing coach, Eileen Lonergan. Eileen's based out in Massachusetts in the States. But Eileen has put together a lot of my pages in the past. She's somebody who I always turn to for advice on how to do little things here and there. You can find her on eileenlonergan.com. Super lady. And she's one of my admins. And this just basically means if I struggle to log into my account, or if anything happens, Eileen can still access my account. And this is very, very important. And likewise, we've got Julie, who's my virtual assistant. She is an admin on all my pages, again, for that very reason. Now, this is where it gets even better for you. I have given Eileen and Julie the ability to do everything and anything on my pages, but you can limit it. Okay, so once you've got a fan page, you can say to somebody, okay, you're only going to create content for me, or I just want you to be on there and just liaise with the people that are on there, or just go on there and do the advertising side of the business. Or finally, you can just sort of look at the stats and tell us how we're doing, and I'll talk more about insights later. So you have the ability with a business fan page to get other people involved, but you can sort of limit how involved they do become on your page. The next is an SEO friendly vanity name, and let me explain here. If you look at this up the top, you can see Moon Cycles Ipswich. It's nice, it's tidy. A lot of the personal pages, you see a dot in there in between because it was supposed to be somebody's name. So, for example, the old Moons one was moons.cycle.life, and that isn't as easy to find and promoted, for that matter, by these guys, by Google. Okay, so once again, once you have a business fan page, you can create an SEO friendly username. And where you can take things further is that if you're in a certain town and you're in a certain trade, so for example, I live in Ipswich in the UK, let's just say I wanted to do Ipswich hairdresser. Right, that is just so powerful to be found in the search engines, and you have that ability with a business fan page. Number 6, you are able to fully optimize your fan page. And let me explain that. This is my page here, and you can see that little area under the profile box where I've put the 2 red arrows. One says founder of Matrix Global Media, and there is a link that takes you there, and the other also mentions about my personal blog. So straight away there's a couple of areas here that you can certainly get people off Facebook. And depending on how cute you are with when you write it down, you can put 2, you can put even 3 different links in there. And once again, you Google my name, you look there, you can see down there, Facebook recognizes that, okay? And a lot of that has to do with what I did on the previous page here by, linking my name. So when people click and Google reads that, begins to sort of find something synonymous with when my name is put into Google, they will send them to my Facebook timeline. This probably is the most significant. I would say it's the be all and end all, but I don't like to put all eggs in one basket, particularly when I'm doing some marketing teaching like this. But these fan page applications, simply stated, this is the sole biggest advantage of having a business fan page over a personal page. So let me explain. This area here, you can see and there's the red arrow going to 10, meaning I've actually got 10 tabs in place. I did then. I think I've added even more to them. And when we go to this next page here, look at all these different tabs we've got. I have basically put the offering, which is Facebook timeline design, FB timeline design. I was showing so many people how to go ahead and design pages. Some used to come back to me and say, look, could you just not do it for me, please? I said, well, fine. So we created this, and we've put all aspects of this. This is just like, if you were to actually visit the website itself. I've put all these pages on the timeline. And here's an example of one. People tend to say that, oh, you can't make any money at Facebook, or you're not on Facebook to sell. And while I certainly buy into the whole notion that you need to sort of, not be as blatant as it, there is an ability to do that. And you know why? Because I've done it. That is one of my tabs. Okay, so if you looked on the previous one, you saw at the top right there, it says FB Timeline 195 Starter Package. If you click that on, you come to that. And if you like what I say on that video, you can click that buy now button and it's in place already. So, you know your business better than I do, but surely you've got a number of things that you could create some different tabs on there. And I bet you that there's one or two of them where if you put a buy now button or a contact us or an email button to sign up for something, you could really move things along more significantly than you can do on your personal page. Posting opportunities. This is another really significant part of having a business fan page. Here's one of my all-time favorite guys, Dr. Steve Grinstead, just a superhuman being. He's out in Sacramento where he and his wife Ellen have a wonderful product called Freedom from Suffering, and what Steve does is he helps people manage their chronic pain. If you look down the right hand side where that arrow is, that's where the milestones are, because I'm going to go on to milestones first. This is a very significant thing as you begin to sort of show credibility for your business, landmarks for your business, the track record, and your whole experience and story. So when you look over here, this is one of the milestones that Steve's got on. When he graduated, he was in the US Marine Corps. And as somebody now who helps people deal with their chronic pain, this was very significant because this is the first time Steve got injured. So if somebody in chronic pain goes to him and says, well, what do you know? What do you know all about it? As part of his marketing, he actually highlights his story of when something happened to him. Talks about when he's graduating. There's the family aspect of it, when his mother and father celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. And then we look at a local business close to me, a fantastic restaurant called A Passage to India, and you can see again they are currently running their business via a personal page, and you see the combination of friends and likes and no ability to optimize it here underneath this profile image. But where I'm coming from here is they actually won an award recently, and it was posted on their timeline just as a little sort of thing, if you like, for want of a better word. Now, this would be an ideal situation to create a milestone, something really significant. I mean, you look at Steve here where it says my mum's and dad's 50th wedding anniversary. Wouldn't that be great for A Passage to India? Instead of having something small like that, being able to have a big old milestone there. You can do that on a business fan page. As we move along, there is Deja Vu Boutique in Ipswich, and another great thing about posting is that you can pin some of your posts to the top of the page. So let me explain. This is a fantastic shop in town here, owned by a wonderful entrepreneur, Mandy Errington. And you see here, Mandy is talking about various parts of the offering here, and you can see that sort of orange ribbon at the top of the page. Now what that enables you to do, it enables you to pin so that will show at the very top of your page. You don't have the ability to do that with a personal page, but you can with a business fan page. And then there is something that I use all the time, which is really great for engaging with people. Sometimes it's great just to ask a question and have them answer in their own words, but other times you can set these polls together, and this is what I do on my FB timeline review page. This was at the start of the year. There were more and more changes going on, and I just threw out some questions, and as you see that over 2,700 people saw this post, and I just had some people answering, and these are questions and answers I made myself and just posted up there. The next one is something that will save you time and enable you to be frequent and consistent with your posts, because it allows you to schedule them. So let me explain. This, if you look at the arrow at the bottom of the page, you can actually see it says Thursday, July 4th, 2013. I am recording this video now in March 2013, but I've gone ahead and I have posted a happy 4th of July on my timeline, and you can see at the top right there I can change it, I could publish it, or I could delete it, but I have the opportunity to schedule it. I can put it down here and say happy 4th of July, and now I can leave this, and on the 4th of July this will be posted automatically. So if you have an hour a week, if you have 2 hours a week to do things like this and put them on your business page, it might be a special deal that you're going, it might be 2-for-1 Monday or discount Thursday or whatever you want to do, you could sit down right now and do that on a business fan page. And you can see here it will tell you that it's been scheduled, and like I said, I don't have to look at this again until the 4th of July. So you really must take advantage of that, and you can only do it on a business fan page. Then we talk about ad options. I think Facebook advertising offers such an amazing return, value, and flexibility in the way you go about things, but you can only do that from a business fan page. And I'm going to show you just a real quick couple of options that you might have. Number one is Facebook offers, okay, and you can do that an in-store only offer. So you say you can post it on your fan page and say, but you must redeem it in store. And you've got one where they can redeem it either in store or online. And then you've got one where it is online only. So you can do Facebook offers, and you only need 100 fans in order to sort of qualify to have this on your timeline. And the next are promoted posts, which have just been absolutely wonderful for me. And these are serious numbers as well. If you look here, for £4, if I was to promote this post, it would go out to between 3,000 and 5,000 people. And for £21, I could estimate to about 18,000 to 33,000 people. So let me say that again. For a £21 investment, I could post something that could go up to nearly 30,000 people. So there's a lot more of an art to this advertising, the promoted posts, but it's only an option if you have a business fan page. And then finally, one of the real key reasons are Facebook Insights. The saying goes, there are lies, there are damn lies, and there are statistics. And with Facebook Insights, you are able to see the statistics. This is my timeline review insights. And this will tell me how many likes I've got, how I'm doing on that, how many friends of fans they are. Now, that's a really interesting number there, because friends of fans mean, I think on this page I've got just under 4,000 fans. But out of those 4,000 odd fans that I've got, that could take me potentially to over 1,800,000 people. Okay, then you see people talking about it, right? I have got about just under 4,000. I've got 44 people talking about it. And when you say talking, that's people who are liking, sharing, commenting. Okay, and that's better than 10%. So that's a really good number. And then that's the total reach. How am I getting out to people? And that is a 70% increase. So straight away, when people say, oh, Facebook's a waste of time and there's nothing to gauge, that's absolute baloney. You can see that right here. And again, where the plot thickens even more, you can begin to see a breakdown of which comments have worked. Has it been a video? Has it been an image? Has it been a Q&A that you've put there? So this is unbelievable feedback that you can only get with a business fan page. So just to summarize very quickly, the 11 reasons why you really need to have a business fan page. Well, number one is because Facebook tell you have to. Number two is you mix business and pleasure on your terms. Okay, you can separate the two. Number three, you can have over 5,000 fans, whereas with a personal page, once you get up to 5,000, that's it. You'll do like the one company I showed you, where you'll have to start creating more pages, which you simply don't want to do. Number four, you have an ability to assign admins. Other people can help you run your page, but you can limit how much they do on that page. The next is you can have an SEO friendly vanity name. So for example, in Ipswich, if I wanted to do one, I could do Ipswich Barbershop. Nice, tidy, and Google will love it. 6, you have an ability to fully optimize your fan page. Okay, you can put some clicks and some calls to action right there at the very top. 7, the be all and end all in my opinion, the ability to have application tabs. Now you have 12 in all, but I've said 10 you can specifically alter or should, because the photo one doesn't go, and then I always like to leave the one with likes, just as a bit of social proof. 8, some posting opportunities. I showed you milestones, so anytime there's something to 100th customer or special offer, or special guest, or we've moved premises, or we have a new menu, or whatever it is, you can go that with the milestones. And then you can also do your questions. When walking into our shop, or when trying to decide something, what are the 3 things you think about? Price, customer service, convenience. Get them liaising with you, but start by setting the questions down. Then you can schedule your posts. You saw me in March scheduling a post for July the 4th. I'm going to schedule more for Easter. I'm going to do them for Father's Day. I'm even going to do them for Christmas. It'll take me probably an hour to do, a couple of hours tops to do, a lot of them, and then I can leave them. Facebook ad options, an ability to do special offers on your page, promoted posts, and you saw where I got to nearly 30,000 people if I wanted for £21 investment. And then Facebook Insights, being able to see, how am I doing? Who's liaising? How many people are coming to my page? How many friends of these fans are they that I can get to as well? And finally, I just want you to give yourself a break. If you're thinking, wow, I've been doing all this wrong, or, I'm a bit overwhelmed here. I just wanted to show you a real corporate powerhouse that aren't far from where I live. They are Archant Suffolk. They do, the local newspapers, magazines. They've got a website and all that other good stuff. You can see here, Archant employs, the main company employs around 2,600 people, has a turnover of over £190 million. So this is a massive corporate powerhouse. And you know what? When I was going through my fan pages for a client the other day, I saw Archant under people, and I thought, well, hold a minute, that doesn't quite look right. And sure enough, when I looked, Archant Publications are doing the same thing. They are running their Facebook page from a personal profile. The same messiness, as you can see underneath the profile. Lives in Ipswich, from Ipswich. You can't optimize that. It's got friends there. You move a bit further down, they're posting comments about the business, yet on the right hand side you've got the activity from friends and what they're getting up to. All wrong. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not just a small business thing. Some of the big corporates do it as well. And, I was absolutely surprised, but I wanted to show it to you because, it's a little easier for me to call out a company like this because they'll be able to change this in next to no time, as you can. But think about it. You go ahead and you change over from your personal to a business. I always say it, I say you'll be in the top 1%, and you will, because big organizations like this just aren't doing it. So here again are those 11 reasons. You can pause this video and just sort of make a note of them, but hopefully I've convinced you that you really, really, really need to have a business fan page. And I'm going to show you how to do that. We've got some free tutorials on the back of this video. And so, in addition to watching the videos and setting that up, I would very much like you to connect with me, okay? You just have to go to the webpage fbtimelinemarketing.com. You'll see the links that will take you to our Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter. I've always got tutorials on YouTube, which is youtube.com/fbtimelinemarketing. If you Google FB Timeline Marketing LinkedIn, you just go Facebook Timeline Marketing Group LinkedIn, you'll see a link. Come into that group as well, because I really want to build that up. And for any of you who have just come across this video without signing up for the tutorial and you want to actually create your page, just go to fbtimelinemarketing.com/create-your-page, and you'll be able to do that. And then finally, please connect with me, twitter.com/Mucha Marapa. So thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon. But more importantly, I look forward to getting going with the training that's going to enable you to get your business fan page set up literally within minutes. We'll speak to you again soon.